Hello, this is Maria, and I want to share my opinion about the statement, what is taught is what is learned. Well, as an English teacher with some experience, I could say that this statement is thought provoking and misleading at the same time. So, one thing is teaching. So, the content we are going to deliver. But another thing is how we teach that content. And the learning process depends a lot from this factor. How we interact with the content, how we engage our students. And most of the times, the learning process depends on factors such as the prior knowledge, the emotional state, the learning styles, the classroom environment, among other things. And in this part, it's very important for us as teachers to be aware of these factors because teaching is an intentional act. So we select learning objectives, we design lessons, we choose activities, but even delivering the same teaching material for students, each student is going to learn differently. For instance, if I teach a grammar topic, so some students could understand or memorize the rules for using the words or the verbs, but they are not be able to transfer that knowledge in real context to learn. Others will understand just during the practices in the classroom. Outside the classroom, they will forget everything. So each student uh, act or interact with the learning, with the content they are learning, very different. And in this uh, point, it's also important to consider some factors like your behavior as a teacher, your attitude, your values, your ways of thinking, because these factors influence positively or negatively to the learning process in our students. And what is most important, our students learned more from these factors, not only from the content you delivered. So, as teachers, we want to provide an effective teaching process, but to approach this goal, we need to be flexible, to adapt our methods, our strategies, our activities to our students' interests, to our students' needs and learning styles. We need to be aware that our students are going to learn what they find meaningful, interesting, and personal, useful for them, not what we plan to teach. So in this case, we need to provide feedback, immediate feedback from to them and from them to plan our future lessons. So uh, in conclusion, not not always what we teach is what is learned because it depends a lot from our students, how our students are learning and how is their prior knowledge to connect the old knowledge with the new knowledge to bridge new knowledge, and the most important, to transfer this knowledge to the real life, to practice in the real life situations. So this is what I think, and I would like to know, what do you think?